So there's no story about bulls, and it goes kind of like this. There's an old bull and a young bull sitting on top of a hill overlooking a pasture full of cows. Young bull looks at the big bull, older bull, and says, man, we need to run down there and make one of them cows our girlfriends. Old bull looks at the young bull and says, why don't we walk down there and make them all our girlfriends? So the moral of the story is, old bulls kind of know their purpose. They know their purpose is to get all the cows bred so we can have calves for the next year. Gonna put an old bull in with a young bull, and let's see if that story holds true. Should be interesting. Let's go. Welcome back to Life in the Sipp. Bulls have one purpose on this farm, and that's to get all our cows bred. And if they don't breed the cows, we don't have calves for the next year. We did a little experiment this year, and I put a young bull in to see what kind of calves I could get off of him next year. I say experiment because it's a long-term experiment. When you try something different on a farm, it takes you at least, well, it takes a year to get a calf, and then it takes another year for you to see what that calf's actually going to turn out to be. So it's a 2-year experiment that we're doing by putting in a young bull or a new bull or trying a different bloodline. So that's what we got going on now. I tried something different this year. I put in a young bull that is a half Beefmaster, half Black Angus bull, and it should be a good cross, and he really should throw some excellent calves. But let's see, you know, like I said, it's going to take us 2 years to see if this pays off. Today, we got to put the old bull back in with the herd. This is going to cause some friction. This is going to cause some turmoil between the two bulls. Even though they run together all winter long, when you separate two bulls out, you put them back together, they're going to figure out who the boss is. They're going to figure out who's the dominant bull and what the pecking order is. And I can assure you that the older bull will win this fight. Maybe it's not too much of a fight. I hope they don't get hurt. Sometimes bulls, I don't know. Sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's not. So let's get things set up. Let's move the bull, the older bull, the bull we call Sue. Let's move Sue across the driveway into the pasture with the cows, and that younger bull, the bull we call Hank. And let's see when they get together, let's see what happens. Maybe epic, maybe a total dud. I don't know. Let's go see. Come back. Who? I think he knows what we're doing. Come on, boy. Sue, let's go. Come on, Sue. So that's how you know you can tell a older bull from a younger bull, because he's more interested in eating than he is going over here where his girlfriends are. Come on, Sue. Well, we got the cow and Sue across the road, but the calf's still over there. So Mama will probably go back and get her calf here in a minute. We're gonna see if we can get these bulls together and see what happens. Well, I believe they figured it out pretty quick. 2-year-old bull is no match for a 5-year-old bull. Not really a fair fight. But maybe they'll get it out of their system and nobody will get hurt. A bull can break another bull's leg, or they can hurt each other pretty bad, so maybe they'll get it out of their system and go back to being just brothers. A cow will have a calf about once a year. Her gestation period is about 9 months, 283 days. So I like to have my calves all within about a 3-month span. I'm going a little bit longer this year because I put the young bull in, what we call Hank. I put Hank in because I wanted to get some calves off of Hank. So by waiting 6 weeks before I put Sue in, the big bull, any calves that come those first 6-7 weeks of that calving period next spring will be his. So I was wanting to see what kind of calves I got off of that young bull. Any calves that come after could be either or, but if Hank was doing his job, he should have bred every one of these calves in that 6-week period. I doubt it because he's a young bull. A bull, they say a bull can handle about as many cows as he is how old he is month-wise. So if a bull is 20 months old, he should be able to breed 20 cows in a reasonable amount of time. The problem with a young bull is they will do what I say they true love them. They'll find one cow in heat and he'll stick with her for 2, 3, 4 days and to make sure he gets her bred. Well, the problem with that is if there's another cow in heat during that same time, then he'll probably miss her because he's true loving that other cow. And young bulls are real bad to do that. Older bulls know what they're here for. They know what their job is. They're not going to true love these cows. They're just going to get the job done. They're not going to stick with one cow. They can sense that multiple cows are in heat, and they'll get them all bred pretty quick. So that's why I want to put the older bull in here to finish up anything that's not bred by the younger bull. But it'll be interesting next spring to see what kind of calves we get off that young bull. That's a bull that I raised. His mother was a Beefmaster cow. She was red and white. And his father, of course, was Black Angus. So that's why he's got the white on the face. So he's half Beefmaster, half Angus. And that should be an excellent, excellent cross as far as producing a good calf. So these calves on these Black Angus cows will be 3/4 Angus and 1/4 Beefmaster. On these red cows, these Beefmaster cows, they'll be, half and half. They'll be half Angus, half Beefmaster. Or actually 3/4 Beefmaster, 1/4 Angus. So we'll see what those calves look like. But anyway, I'm glad it wasn't too much of a fight. I don't want to see a bull get hurt, but they do have to figure out who's the dominant bull and what the pecking order is. And you can see that older bull just dominated the younger bull. The younger bull fought with him for a little while, but he realized he wasn't any match, so he run off. So they've decided who's boss, which means that the older bull will now get the cows that do come in heat, and the younger bull will probably not be breeding much since the older bull is in here. But got a couple more months. I'm gonna leave these bulls in here. I actually put the younger bull in a little bit earlier than I normally do. I usually put my bulls in on June the 1st, and June, July, August, and that'll give you a March, April, May calf. I wanted to put that young bull in a little bit earlier, give him a little extra time. So I may have some calves in late February next year, but that shouldn't be so bad. Anyway, boys will be boys. Rumble in the jungle. Life in the Sipp.